Lesson 13. Conjunctions. Icebreaker. A conjunction is a word that is used to connect words, phrases, or clauses in a sentence. Conjunctions are essential because they help us create long and meaningful sentences. There are three main types of conjunctions: coordinating, subordinating, or correlative. Let us understand each of them. Coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions are those conjunctions that help us to connect words, phrases, or clauses that are grammatically equal or similar in structure. They are often called coordinating because they join elements of equal importance or rank in a sentence. Moreover, they are an essential part of constructing clear and cohesive sentences. There are 7 primary coordinating conjunctions, and they can be easily remembered using the acronyms FANBOYS. For, it is used to explain a reason or a purpose. She studied hard, for she wanted to pass the exam. And, it is used to add one thing to another. I like both chocolate and vanilla ice cream. Nor, it is used to introduce an additional negative statement. I did not know the answer, nor did she. But it is used to show a contrast or an exception. I wanted to go out, but it started raining. Or it is used to present an alternative or a choice. You can have pizza or pasta for dinner. Yet it is used to express a contrast or a surprise. She is talented, yet she doesn't believe in herself. So, it is used to indicate a result, a consequence, or a conclusion. He studied hard, so he aced the test. Remember these key points about coordinating conjunctions. They connect words, phrases, or clauses of equal grammatical weight. They are placed between the words or groups they connect. They can be used in various types of sentences, including compound sentences, 2 independent clauses, complex sentences with independent and dependent clauses, simple sentences joining words or phrases. They are important for creating clear and well-structured sentences, as they help establish relationships and logical connections between ideas. Types of coordinating conjunctions. There are 4 types of coordinating conjunctions: cumulative, adversative, disjunctive or alternative, ellitative. Cumulative conjunctions. Cumulative conjunctions are a type of coordinating conjunction used to add or combine similar or related ideas in a sentence. Common cumulative conjunctions are and, as well as, along with, together with. Examples: she likes to read novels and she also enjoys watching movies. I am going to visit Tokyo as well as Hokkaido. Adversative conjunctions. Adversative conjunctions are coordinating conjunctions that show contrast or opposition between 2 ideas or statements in a sentence. They indicate a conflict, contradiction, or a shift in direction between the connected ideas. Common adversative conjunctions are but, yet, while, although. Examples: she wanted to go to the park, but it started raining. I wanted to go home, yet I could not. Disjunctive or alternative conjunctions. Disjunctive or alternative conjunctions are coordinating conjunctions that present choices or alternatives in a sentence. They indicate that you have options and can choose between 2 or more possibilities. Common disjunctive conjunctions are or, either or, neither nor. Examples: you can have pizza or pasta for dinner. I will either go to Bangalore or Idukki. Elative conjunctions. Elative conjunctions are coordinating conjunctions that show a logical consequence or inference, indicating that one idea follows logically from another. They help convey cause and effect relationships or draw conclusions. Common elative conjunctions are so, therefore, thus, consequently, for. Example, he studied hard, so he aced the test. We are late for the meeting, therefore we must hurry. Subordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions are special words that help us connect two parts of a sentence in a way that shows a relationship between them. These parts are called clauses. In a sentence, we have an independent clause which can stand alone as a complete sentence, and a dependent clause which cannot stand alone and needs the independent clause to make sense. How subordinating conjunctions work? Subordinating conjunctions join two clauses by making one of them less important or dependent on the other. They act like the glue that holds the sentence together and tells us the relationship between the ideas expressed by the two clauses. Some commonly used subordinating conjunctions are as follows. Because, it shows a reason or cause. Example, I stayed home because it was raining. The reason for staying home is the rain. Although, though, it indicates a contrast or unexpected result. Example, although it was late, he continued working. Even though it was late, he did not stop working. If, it shows a condition or possibility. Example, I'll go to the party if I finish my homework early. Going to the party depends on finishing homework early. When, it specifies a time or condition. Example, he called me when he arrived at the airport. The call happened at the time he arrived at the airport. While, it indicates simultaneous actions or events. Example, I can listen to music while I do my homework. Listening to music and doing homework happen at the same time. Since, it shows a reason or a point in time. Example, I haven't seen her since last summer. The last time I saw her was during the previous summer. Unless, it introduces a condition that must be met. Example, she won't eat vegetables unless they are cooked. She will only eat vegetables if they are cooked. Subordinating conjunctions introducing noun clauses. A noun clause is a group of words that acts as a single noun within a sentence. Like regular nouns, noun clauses can function as subjects, objects, or complements in a sentence. Subordinating conjunctions are used to introduce noun clauses. These conjunctions make the noun clause depend on the main clause, as the noun clause cannot stand alone as a complete sentence. Some common subordinating conjunctions that introduce noun clauses are that, whether, if, what. As stated earlier, noun clauses may act as the following. Subject of the sentence. Example, what you said surprised me. The noun clause, what you said, acts as the subject. Object of the verb. Example, she doesn't know whether he'll come. The noun clause, whether he'll come, acts as the direct object. Object of a preposition. Example, they talked about what they had learned. The noun clause, what they had learned, is the object of the preposition about. Subordinating conjunctions introducing adverb clauses. An adverb clause is a group of words that functions like an adverb in a sentence. It modifies verbs, adjectives, or adverbs, and it provides information about when, where, why, how, or to what extent an action takes place. Subordinating conjunctions are used to introduce adverb clauses. They connect the adverb clause to the main clause and explain the circumstances or conditions under which an action happens. Some subordinating conjunctions that introduce adverb clauses are when, where, while, because, if, although. When introducing adverb clauses, subordinating conjunctions tell us about the following. Time. Example, I'll call you when I get home. The adverb clause, when I get home, modifies the verb call and tells when the action will happen. Place. Example, she stayed where she felt safe. The adverb clause, where she felt safe, modifies the verb stayed and tells where the action occurred. Reason. Example, he left early because he had an appointment with the doctor. The adverb clause, because he had an appointment with the doctor, explains why he left early. Condition. Example, if it rains, we'll stay indoors. The adverb clause, if it rains, specifies the condition under which we'll stay indoors. Correlative conjunctions. Correlative conjunctions are pairs of words that work together to connect elements in a sentence. These pairs of words show the relationship between the elements. Correlative conjunctions always appear in pairs, and they ensure that each part of the sentence is balanced. Some commonly used correlative conjunctions are as follows. Both and. This pair connects two elements, indicating that both are true or applicable. Example, both the cat and the dog are friendly. Either or. This pair presents a choice between two elements. Example, you can either eat pizza or have pasta for dinner. Neither nor. This pair indicates that both elements are negative or not applicable. Example, neither the car nor the bike has any fuel. Not only, but also. This pair emphasizes that one element is true and adds additional information with the second element. Example, she is not only intelligent but also hardworking. Whether or. This pair introduces two options or possibilities. Example, I don't know whether to wear a red shirt or a blue one. Here is how you should use correlative conjunctions. Always use correlative conjunctions in pairs. You cannot use one part of the pair without the other. Place correlative conjunctions before each element you want to connect. Maintain parallel structure, that is, the elements connected by correlative conjunctions should be similar in grammatical form. Knowledge gained. Conjunctions join two or more words, clauses or phrases in a sentence or clause. There are three major types of conjunctions: coordinating, correlative, and subordinating. Coordinating conjunctions join single words, groups of words, phrases, or clauses. They join similar elements such as subject plus subject, phrase plus phrase, and clause plus clause. Correlative conjunctions also connect similar elements of a sentence. However, unlike coordinating conjunctions, they are always used in pairs. Subordinating conjunctions join an independent and complete clause with a dependent clause that depends on the main clause for meaning and relevance. Subordinating conjunctions are used in a sentence because the dependent clause cannot exist on its own as a sentence and often does not make sense without the main clause.